You know what it is. Unique Mecca Audio, man. I'm down here in Baltimore with Rudy Williams. He telling me that he's challenging my big homie Guy Fisher to a one-on-one game of basketball because they didn't get a chance to get it on in Allenwood on the basketball court. And he represent Baltimore. Guy represent New York. What you got to say to Guy, man?
I'm saying, man, Guy, my man and shit, you know, I got mad love and respect for him and shit, but if he step on that basketball court, I'm gonna bust his ass. It's over with.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You ain't gonna do that to Guy?
Man, if he step on the court, man,
you know Guy fast and he got dribbles.
You already know it all.
And he got the height on you.
I'm the AI of the mug and the old school and shit.
Yo, Guy, we gonna see him, son. So y'all in Baltimore, I know your money on him. New York money on Guy. We gonna see what happened. All right. You know what it is, Unique Mecca Audio, man. I'm over here, Rudy Williams. I decided to run through Baltimore real quick, so, I called him up. He got his, his right-hand man, Che, his son. I met him when I came down here last time. Tell him who you are and what you got locked up for, Rudy.
I'm Rudy Williams from Baltimore, Maryland. I got the street power going on. Street power is every aspect of the street, beefing, hustling, getting money. Mm-hmm. Making love to balling, all that,
All right, so that's where we at, man. So we got Rudy, he got his own podcast. So, this is how real men do. He had his podcast. I came all the way down here with him to give him a hand up. You know what I mean? And that's all it is. Give him a hand out for a hand up because that's how we do. What was your charges so they understand who you are? Because a lot of these people don't know.
CCE, 848, KingPin, drug overlord, all of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So how much time you did?
I did 31 years. I started out in Lewisburg, went to Allenwood. From Allenwood, I went to Atlanta, Lee County, back to Lewisburg, then Cannon and Estelle, Hazleton.
All right. So my thing is, right? Let me ask you something that I know they want to know because they always want to ask me this. What did it feel like when you first got locked up? Your mind frame, I want. What went through your mind when they first locked you up? That's where we're at the phase where we think that I know I can beat it. You know what I mean? They ain't got nothing. Go ahead.
Right. I was in a state of shock because I didn't know exactly what they was up to, what they had and everything. So little by little, when they started locking everybody up, I'm like surprised. I'm like, damn, they locked them up and all that. What the hell could they have? And so little by little, I found out what they was up to. It was conspiracy. Conspiracies, because I wasn't touching anything. I wasn't even seeing nothing,
Explain to him what you mean by that, because I don't want them to think that he already did his time, so he can't get no time for you rat bastards that want to say something. You know what I mean? He can't get no time for it, but, when you say you wasn't touching nothing, how was you moving? Why you wasn't touching nothing? Why they got on your line?
Okay, I had an inner circle, a trusted right-hand man, left-hand man, lieutenants and all. So I would talk to them, and they were the ones, they would talk to other people. They wasn't really touching them, except for the money. And so I'm like, how could they have something on me? Because I wasn't touching nothing. They didn't catch me doing anything. That's when I learned about the conspiracy. The conspiracy, all they got to do is link it up and use their imagination and tell a story, convince the jury that something was going on. But mainly, I beat most of the stuff. I beat the 848, conspiracy, RICO. I beat all that stuff. But the sentencing guideline, meaning that the judge can retry you when you go up for a sentence, and the judge can pretty much believe whatever he want to believe. Yeah.
They call that the preponderance of the evidence. That's the word. I know you remember that.
Yeah, preponderance of evidence, which is a lesser standard than reasonable doubt.
Mm-hmm.
They have to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, meaning that a reasonable doubt is that it may look like something and it may not be that. So you didn't prove it. Actually, the feds don't prove anything. They don't prove nothing. They make you look like a kingpin. They bring in pictures of your car, your house, circle you moving, and all that. And the jury's going to think, damn, how the hell this young dude living in a $10,000 mansion and he just came home like 5 years ago from the what's car? Mm-hmm. How the hell you get all that? You have to be dealing drugs. That's what they thinking, you know. Mm-hmm. But they not proving that. They don't prove anything. What they do is they make you look like a drug dealer. Mm-hmm. And that ain't hard to do because you do look like a drug dealer. They go in your house, take the pictures, and your car, the jewelry, like I said, the house itself. And they was like, damn, how did he get all that? So they make you look like a drug dealer. Mm-hmm. But they don't prove anything. Mm-hmm. They didn't catch you one time with a bag of dope. Mm-hmm. One time. They don't even have you on
surveillance, recording.
Right, on a recording mic or anything, saying anything. Mm-hmm. So they know that, but they got to make you look like a drug dealer. They hope to catch you doing something during the investigation, but a lot of times they don't. But they committed now, they spend a lot of money, right? They lock you up and they thinking like they're going to scare some people in your circle to tell on you, give them the money. And when they don't do that, then they got to make it up. They got to make it up like they did in my case. All
right, so let me say this to clarify that so that the people understand. He's saying that they get a bunch of rat bastards. That's why I'm so hard on them. They get a bunch of rat bastards to go in there, tell them what you did. If they don't feel that it was salacious enough, they write a whole new script and say, no, you got to say that it was a $50 million mansion, not a $10 million mansion. You know, if they seen you with, 100 keys, they got to say, yo, he had 1,000 keys over here and 1,000 keys over there. And they blow it out because every time they throw those numbers up, it goes up crazier and crazier. They know you did it, but they don't have no proof of it, so they just get these rat bastards to go on there and lie. So I'm telling this to the youth, and I'm going to want you to give the youth a message. Tell this to the youth. You can't trust anyone. You out there talking about you trust your friends, you this and you that. Those are the same ones that's going to go in there and testify against you. That's why it's not worth it. Don't get involved with the streets. Get yourself a job or go get yourself a YouTube channel. The easiest money to get out there where you ain't got to go eat a man's back out to get $2. Just be yourself because there's always somebody that want to hear what you say and like your movement. I might not like your movement. You might not like my movement. Right or wrong?
That's true.
Just be yourself. Go ahead, family.
Get yourself a business. Yeah. Work for yourself. Mm-hmm. Be your own man. You get your own business. The sky's the limit. Mm-hmm. It's up to you. How far you can go, how smart you are, how hard you work, how early you get up in the morning, how energetic you go at. Get your own business, man. And you ain't got to answer to too many people. You still gonna have to answer, to the IRS or certain people, bill collectors and all. But you still your own man, though. Get your own business. It's more money in that in the long run than selling drugs. Nowadays, the drug game is like, it's terrible.
That's what I'm saying.
They're making minimum wages in the drug game. You see 30 months on a corner, at a gas station, grocery store, 7-Eleven, 30 people. It's minimum wages, man.
There you go. Now, right? So we're going to rewind so y'all understand. What we did during our time, right, can never be duplicated. We had heart like you can't even imagine. They don't make heart like that no more. The hearts they making now is about pulling the trigger and killing what they call their ops, which is really your brothers and sisters, your neighbors. When we got into violence, not to try and justify it or mollify it. Again, mollify mean giving an excuse to make a wrong right. You know what I mean? To make it sit with you. So we just telling it to you raw, right? Don't do it. Don't get involved, right? But I want you, Rudy, to give me exclusive. Just break down how the inner circle work, why they had to get you for the kingpin charge, being that they couldn't get you for touching any drugs on no recording, on no phone. So that way you youngins that think that you getting over, man, I ain't doing nothing. I got Bobby over here doing the scam. I got Susie going up in the bank. Look at Lil Baby, right? The little kid, Lil Baby. They got him on house arrest, right? And give me your opinion on this. It's my OG, so we're going to get his opinion. Let me give you a quick rundown.
Yeah,
Lil Baby is a kid. He's 23, 24 years old.
It's a rapper.
He's a rapper, big rapper. Like that. I love him. I just listen to him coming here, keep me hyped, right? He doing his thing. Now, he out there, he on the street. He gets caught up. He went and shot a video over there in his hometown in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, in an empty lot. The neighbors looked out. They seen all these black dudes out there with these crazy rifles and machine guns and extendos and know that they ain't got no license for it, and they call the police. The police come, they run, they arrested 16 people, locked them up. So now he got caught up. Then he went and had another gun case in California, right? And he in the feds, and he beat that, right? With some wonder lawyers. He beat that, and after he beat that, then now they got him on house arrest for something else, and he been on house arrest for 2 years.
Right.
Pending a federal charge.
So they embarrassed the shit, and they gotta get him, because they feel like don't nobody get away. We all the power.
Okay, so now let me finish the story with Lil Baby. Check out Lil Baby. So Lil Baby, he's in house arrest in a big mansion up in Utah. Big farm he owned. He riding horses in the winter. He living his life. He got everything. But then he get a bunch of young females, allegedly, to go and go up in the drugstores with fake scripts and go get these prescription drugs for him, to allegedly get high. He even tested dirty. And when he tested dirty, his parole officer said to him, the supervisor for his house arrest said to him, man, you can't do that, da-da-da. And when he go in front of the judge, he told the judge and told the supervisor, man, I'm going to always get high. I'm going to do me. Not realizing how serious this is, Right. So by him thumbing his finger in their nose with that, they turned around now and they allowed the females to go to the drugstore with, allegedly 68 scripts of getting, prescription medication. The people around him was taking pictures of him passed out on the floor, like right here, passed out with a bunch of empty prescription pills around him, and they putting it up on his Instagram and all that. So now the feds watching all this. So they come in, they just locked him up on, something that's considered as the RICO over in Utah, and gave him 68 charges. Now he's looking at 45 years, and he's been on house arrest for 2 years.
For getting high.
You know what I mean? For getting high.
Basically.
You understand what I'm saying? And they trying to take this man's life. Multi-millionaire, he done made it. So you young rappers out there, that's why I'm doing this and why I mentioned Lil Baby to my OG so he could talk to y'all. Now, this man done made millions. They allowed him to go in his house arrest over in Utah, riding horses, chopping wood and living his life instead of looking at four walls like we did for decades.
Yeah.
And he took that for granted, is the way they look at it. Now, they give him all these charges, and then now he's sitting there looking at 45 years, and he's in jail now. No bail, no nothing. He was already on house arrest for a gun charge that he wasn't supposed to get no bail on, but his lawyers finagled it and got him out on house arrest. He was there 2 years. How you get 68 charges in 2 years? Because, who came up with the scheme to do this? And then when they got the bottles, it still had the different names on the bottles when they ran up in the house. You see what I'm saying?
Right. These are pretty much legalized drugs that he takes.
Exactly. But it's the means that he did to get them was forgery. He forged the people's prescription, went in there and used identity fraud by saying that I'm such and such to get the drug, and they sent these females in. He never even went. He was in his house and he allegedly sent them. So what do you have to say to the young people about this story that I just told you? Look at the camera. This is what he do on his podcast. This the OG. Tell them your podcast before you begin where they can watch you.
My podcast is Street Power from the ground up on YouTube. It's all about the streets, street knowledge. My philosophy is that the streets are the foundation of society. The streets, the largest societies sit on them. They can't survive without the streets. Mm-hmm. The streets spend more money than any other segment of society. Mm-hmm. It starts in the streets, even in the drug game. Mm-hmm. In the drug game, somebody got to sell something on a corner in order for somebody like Escobar, in another country, to make millions and billions and all. Mm-hmm. The guys on the street, they are the first ones. The money go through their hands and go up. Mm-hmm. So if they're aware of their power and all that, then they would know, like, they are the most important people. Pay me. Don't nickel and dime me and shit. Mm-hmm. And they stick together. Mm-hmm. That's the awareness and all. Distribution starting at the bottom level of the streets. Mm-hmm. But anyway, Lil Baby, if you get that type of money, you have to be conscious, you have to be aware, to maintain it. You have to study your opposition enough. You want to keep it. You don't want to just get it one day and throw it back and just, it's easy to get it. It's harder to keep it, though. Mm-hmm. So when you're doing that, you got a certain responsibility. Family, people like that depending on you. You have to really, really take that responsibility serious. Mm-hmm. Meaning that you got to stay on the street. You in jail, you can't even take care of yourself. Mm-hmm. You leave your family hanging. So you really, really got to be on your P's and Q's out here because they don't want to see none of us successful. Their message is crime don't pay for us. Mm. For them, yeah. Trump,
$1 billion.
Biden, all them, they the real criminals, right? They got a license to do what they do. But for us, no, we can't do anything. Mm-hmm. They don't want us to do what they do. Because if we do it, then they out of a job. They out of position because we do everything better than they do. Mm-hmm. So that's their message, don't do. So you young guys out there, you rappers and all, because you're responsible for a lot of people. Not just yourself. You're responsible for these people. So if you go to jail and all, these people going to starve. They starve. They're going to go down. Your daughters and all that, they're going to end up on a corner. Your mother and them, they're going to lose their houses. I mean, everything, you got to be aware of that. You have to be aware that you're responsible for all these people that you love and all that. So you can't just go to the club and get high to screw people and just using pills and stuff like that, frivolous shit, because they're going to try to knock you out the box. If that was Justin was it Timberland or Justin Bieber, that would be a little thing. Mm-hmm. They wouldn't even be in jail. They'd be like, oh, they in rehab, TMZ and all that. They'd be like, oh, yeah, he was using drugs. But with us, it's major. It's major. It's like serious shit. It's damn near like, They're going to put it on that level. Like this is a bad person. We got to put him in jail behind bars for a long time. So be aware of your responsibility, your position, your power and all. Be aware because they don't want any of us to be successful. Any of us to be successful. They're going to go at you. Because they want to prove that, niggas is just stupid, fucked up. We're morally defective. Something wrong with us, Every last one of us. So they're going to try to prove something's wrong with you. Look at what they're doing to Diddy right there, Puffy.
Talk about Diddy.
Yeah. Yeah, they demonize him. Why they demonize him? Because he got more money than you were supposed to get.
Tell him again.
Right. He was powerful. He was doing his own thing. He had to go to them. They ain't limited him. Like, look, you can do this, you can do that. No, he did what he wanted to do.
All right, hold on. We're gonna continue that, right? We're gonna continue that. So this gonna be part one. What's the time on that, real quick? You know?
18.
Huh?
118.
18 minutes?
Yeah.
All right, so we gave you 18 minutes dealing with that with Lil Baby. You know what I mean? So we're gonna start another one right now. So we're gonna tap out. Close this out. All right.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime. Fresh out the can of 26, yeah. He back on the strip, getting back in the mix. Yeah. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Real. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Yeah. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a KingPin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be whoring uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend an ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community yours. So we can give back to the youth them. Cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the rude men.